Hello, fake sinners, and welcome to this week's meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society. I'm your host, Adam, and I'm listening to I Am Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes and Drown You to Death by Scylla and the Sirens.
And I'm your other host, Lilli, and I'm listening to Float by Harbor.
But we'll talk about that later. Let's drop the needle.
This is amazing. You are literally like my musical soulmate.
This is a bop.
It's a podcast.
Yeah,
What's up?
it is a podcast. I
certainly
can't
is.
believe that we're here again.
I know. It feels like just moments ago we recorded Welcome to the
Yeah,
Black Parade.
strange.
Golly.
What an
Feels
episode
like
that was.
Only 10 minutes ago were we recording it.
Feels like a solid pee and a refill of water later.
Yeah, solid. I don't like that you said solid pee. I frankly hate that.
There's some biological things that I have going on that maybe we should address on the podcast.
Yeah, you need a doctor, perhaps.
Need to go address that.
Yeah, we need to have some conversations about your health, maybe.
Yeah, a urologist is what I need, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they're called for sure.
It's a nasty word.
Not as nasty as solid piss, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know what there is to talk about because we literally just did an episode, so we talked about all the things.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess, we're going to say that we're going to talk about I Don't Love You.
Yeah, that's true. By Mike and the Limits.
Probably get into the mailbox.
Yeah, that's the thing that
This
we do.
song is fucking devastating.
Oh,
just
God,
right
this
out of the
one
gate,
this
devastating.
Is a brutal song. Here's something that I can talk about with the move. So I think as folks know, I lost my job in January. I was working up through, and then mid-February was when I officially did not have a job anymore that was paying me. And so the struggle then became, okay, we have to pivot our plans. We were going to move to Minneapolis. That would have been interesting, moving to Minneapolis right now, but that's neither here nor there. We were going to move to Minneapolis, and then because we realized we had zero safety net, it became that we decided to go back to Seattle. And so we were worried about like money and how we were going to afford the move and everything like that. And thankfully realized during the process we got back the quote and like how much the move is actually going to cost and all this other stuff. And then, thankfully, thanks to some of the saving that we were able to do and through people very generously donating to our GoFundMe, some folks that listen to this show actually did donate, which I appreciate more than I could possibly even put into words. But we are going to be able to pay for the move entirely, which is pay for the movers entirely and get at least 2 months. My goal is to get at least 4 months on a storage unit so that we can start saving and give us a cushion there. So that's kind of my next goal. But I feel like for the first time since I've been going through this whole thing, I feel like it's a little bit easier to breathe.
Yeah.
Which I think is really helpful, especially right now, because I've just been going and surprised I haven't collapsed at this point, but we'll just take it one day at a time. And it was the first time where I was just like, okay, I think this got a little bit more serious than I anticipated, but that's fine. Sometimes we have to do that.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. I will just be completely real. Not having a job, having to move in the middle of all of that, the way that the market is, and just figuring out what I'm going to do with my, just everything. It's been really scary. It's a really scary place to live in and a place to be in. And it's one of those things where it's just like, I know what's on the path, or I know that the path exists, and I know that I have to follow the path, and I know that I have to come out the other side of the path. It's just so hard to see the end of the path. And that's all I want to do is like,
right.
I know I'm going through a roller coaster right now, but I just want to be able to see the end of it. And it's just been really tough. And so this was one of the first times where realizing that we were going to be able to actually like make it and not have to worry about like asking her parents for money to, pay the movers to put our stuff away,
Sure.
That was the first time where it's just like, okay, now I feel like I've stepped officially onto the path, and I may not fully be able to see the end, but I can envision it. So it's just like,
right.
It was a nice moment. It was a good moment today. So.
For sure. I mean,
days are fucking tough, man.
Yeah, I cannot imagine. I mean, from the other side, that's like also now seeing it actively happen. I, for the first time in going on 11 years, have considered looking for a new job.
Yeah.
But then,
nuts, yeah.
Our area is, hey, have you been in aerospace where they do this every like 7 months, basically routinely? Yeah. For 3 or 4 months at a time, depending. It's like, I'm not really wanting to do that, but I don't know what my future looks like where I'm at now. So
yeah. It's a hard fucking place to be, man. And it's just like, because that's the thing about layoffs, right? Is that I worked at a video game company. Atari, obviously. Yeah. Duh. No, I worked at EA, and they're one of the bigger ones. Perhaps the biggest, like, independent one at this point, because Activision's owned by Microsoft, like all these other people are owned by other people. And now Electronic Arts is owned by Saudi Arabia. That's so cool. But when you work in the video games industry is such a fucking terrifying place to be because the layoffs are happening so fucking quickly. And it's like a subsection of tech where layoffs also happen very quickly and a lot. But for some reason, it feels accelerated and excessive in video games.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where, and I'm sure this probably applies to you, where I lived through a bunch of layoffs. Where people got laid off and, my team was assured, well, we run lean, so we won't be a victim of that, blah, blah, blah. Right. And it happens and it happens and it happens. And then you get fucking bought out by a private equity company and it happens. And then you happen to be the one that gets it.
Yep.
But there is a thought that goes through your head after every time you survive a layoff, which is like, when am I going to be the one? Am I going to be the one? When am I going to be the one? And I'm only saying this to you because I guarantee you thought it. So it's not like I'm putting a thought in your head that's going to frighten you because I'm sure you thought it. But it's just like, now that you've had that experience, it's just like when you think about looking for something new, it's like, yeah, of course you've now had that thought where it's just like, could I be on a chopping block some undisclosed time in the future? And then it begins to turn the gears in your head of like looking for other things.
Right.
So it's tough. It's a tough place to be, but I don't know. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. And I'm sorry. We're very sorry to get deep and in the first 10 minutes of the episode. But
well, I mean, like one of the worst parts about growing. Yeah. Like the worst part about growing up is people tell you that you need to get a job.
Yeah.
And that's a very different kind of market than it was when people were telling you and I that we need to grow up and get a job. Mm-hmm. And now they're telling it to people that are younger than us. Mm-hmm. And, I'm glad that my children are establishing a work ethic now, but I don't know what that looks like when they're actually, like adults and have to survive and they have their own house payment and have to get their own groceries and things like that. Like even yesterday, Aurora was like, well, I'll just go to McDonald's. Like, no, McDonald's doesn't even have a dollar menu anymore. Like, that's not the same experience as it was for us. Like, I could sustain off that at paying $3 for lunch, but you don't have a $3 lunch anymore. So, yeah, it's terrifying.
Even Little Caesars, $5 hot and ready are just like more expensive than they used to be now, too. It's just like, everything is more expensive. Everything's more fraught with peril and danger and stuff like that.
Right.
And the other thing too, especially if you work in like the industries like tech and video games and stuff like I did, everybody's getting laid off. Therefore, everybody's looking for a fucking job. Therefore, there's so much like, so even if I wanted to get back into video games, which I don't, but if I did, like, I would just feel even worse because like, now I have to think about all the other fucking talented people that worked at a video game company that are also jobs alongside me. And it's just like, everything's fucked. It's just so, the world's fucked, need a new one, quite frankly.
Right. Yeah, start over.
Just wrap it up. Just take us out, man. Bring another fucking event. I'm done.
Minecraft this shit. Give us another server. Goddamn.
Oof. That was Roblox, not Minecraft. That feels like a good time as any to move on to mail time.
Mail time.
Mail time.
Yes, I hate you. As you probably guessed, again, we are still in the void month, where we have to record all of our episodes in like a tight week-long batch because of my move. The aforementioned move. So we don't have any new emails, but what we do have is some what am I trying to say right now? Some continuing
emails from last week,
yeah. So the emails we read last week had thoughts about today's song, I Don't Love You.
Yep.
And we're going to read those right now, starting with Danny, not Annie, it's Danny, who says, I don't love you. Again, they started their first email with, sup fuckers, and I think it's important to remember that. I don't love you, a ballad that brings tears to my eyes every time. I love the song, but it hurts my soul. I remember listening to the song during rough breakups. It has that cry in your car while driving around aimlessly vibe. It makes the eyeliner run on the faces of every emo kid. Sad, sad. That's real.
Sad.
Snaps. This one definitely makes you feel woo.
Woo.
We then move on to Kirsten the Maestro's email that we continue on with her last thought, which is I don't love you. And that just starts off with oof. First of all, music video is a masterpiece. The man leaving his paint on the woman's body, my heart. We'll talk about that later. It is another great music video. This is a song that had to grow on me. I didn't understand it at 16. I loved it because it was pretty, but I didn't understand it until much later. To me, it's a song of knowing too much, and now you can't love the person the same way as you used to. And as a person who recently had her world turn apart, I wish I knew less. The song was an incredible comfort to me this year.
Yeah.
And finally, from the child, Lotus. They say G-E-E apostrophe S, G's vocals, but I'm going to editorialize Guard's vocals because I know that this, because we didn't determine Guard was his new nickname until House of Wolves, Sharpest Lives. No, not fucking How I Disappear, Sharpest Lives. Did that H thing again.
Yep.
And that episode has not come out as we are recording this. So I know this child would put Guard instead of G if they had heard that episode.
Yes.
So I will editorialize and say Guard's vocals go crazy on this one. Also, one time someone broke up with me by sending me this song You are an infant. What do you mean someone broke
Yeah.
up with you?
Yeah.
By the way, don't do that.
I don't know. I think it would actually be pretty effective.
It would work, I think, but you'd have way bigger problems, I think, after that. Than
Yeah.
The beleaguered boy child, for instance, did not do that.
Absolutely. Maybe had he heard this song, he might have.
Maybe.
Maybe this is what he'll learn on the guitar. Who knows? Sorry.
God. Lotus continues in all caps. I can actually pick out the bass part on this one. One of my favorite activities is trying to find the bass part in MCR songs because they're all really simple and can get lost among the amazingness of Ray, my goat, and Frank Small Bean. Also, all caps, Mikey Way fucking sucks at bass, LMA.
Jesus.
I love to bully that man for so many reasons, but like all the bass lines are so easy. Like, okay, I mean, he's not like Sid Vicious levels of bad. At least he can actually play. But like, bro, get better. He did play bass on one of my favorite Water Park songs, though. Do y'all fuck with Water Park's BTW Mikey Way hate moment over? That's crazy. They use this beautiful emotional song they use to talk about how much Mikey Way sucks at bass. That's incredible.
Right.
Incredible, iconic. Honestly, iconic email. I know, Lotus, that you really like Water Parks, and I keep meaning to, but I have never listened to them, and I will eventually. Listen, you make me a playlist of your favorite Water Park songs, and I will listen to all of them on my road trip coming up. How about that? That's mine.
There you go.
I can't. And I will have to fucking tell you that in a different message because you will not hear this in time for the road trip. I'm remembering, so I'll just tell you, and you will have done it. And what
Time is fun.
Fucking goddamn me. That's it. That's all we have for letters. Those are the last little bits from what we had. Thank you all. We love you. We love you for being a part of this.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the first time in weeks that I can like ask you to send in your letters and responses, and we'll read them next time, because the next episode will be the first episode you hear that is us recording again with me in Seattle.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. So I'll tell you, you can email us at thediscopod@gmail.com, message us on Instagram at Sad Kids Record Society, or you can leave a comment on whatever YouTube podcast app.
Yeah.
So please do that. And another thing you can do to help us out that costs nothing is to leave a review. Wherever you listen to podcasts, if it lets you leave a review, please leave a review, because it helps us out a lot, and it gives us a better chance of being seen by the masses. We actually do have a review that I missed 2 months ago. Marissa S. gave us a 5-star review. And Marissa S. said, just started listening now in 2026. I became a Panic at the Disco fan in 2024, so sadly I was not able to experience any current Panic, anything except When We Were Young 2025. And as a person born after Pretty Odd, I have no idea any of the social media from 2005. I still love the podcast. 11 out of 10. The smiley face. So yeah,
More children.
More children. Because they specify pretty odd and not vices, ampersand, virtues.
That is true.
So if we do some transitive properties,
a young adult, maybe.
Yeah, a young adult, because March 2008 was when Pretty Odd came out. So that was 18 years ago.
Yeah.
March 2011 was when Vices, Ampersand, Virtues came out.
So you have a gap between young adult and grown teenager.
Yeah. So this person is between the ages of likely 18 and 15. So there is a chance that this person is technically an adult, but we probably very likely have another teen on our hands.
Yep.
Welcome, Marissa. If you need to be adopted, I guess we'll adopt you. That's kind of what our
we can do that.
Let us know. So definitely do the reviews because we'll read those on the show too.
Yep.
That was a quick
when we find them.
When we find them, I need to remember. I need to get better at checking things, and I promise I will. So thank you all for doing all the things that you do. Love you. That was a very short mail time. I think we just fucking truck along. This could be a compact episode.
Maybe.
You never know. Never know.
We are kind of due for one.
We're due for a compact. We're due for one for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've got to edit 2 fucking episodes before I go on this road trip. So I would love a compact one. Let's talk about the meat of the episode.
Nathan Codgett is saying emo is a part of shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
Why is it?
Well, emo as it is today, emo is basically a pair of jeans and a haircut.
Hey, Adam.
Hi.
I always do this. I Don't Love You. Did you know I Don't Love You, the song?
I did.
It's a song by American rock band My Chemical Romance from their third studio album, The Black Parade. Releases the album's third single on April 2nd, 2007. Didn't know if you knew that or not.
Can we just get like a Chrome extension of you reading Wikipedia articles? That would be fantastic for me.
I think the only problem I have with that is that would take so much time because I would have to actually read the Wikipedia articles.
And every one of them.
Right, exactly. And because like the other alternative is that you feed my voice into AI and then it spits
we don't
out.
want that.
I don't want that to happen. So
No.
I gotta read all of them, and that just feels like a lot of work. Unless I'm getting paid a lot of money.
I gotta drop a real fun Gamer Zaddies bit here.
Okay.
Elliot lives in the Kansas City area, right?
Sure.
Little bitch.
Little bitch.
And of course, being near the metropolitan that he is, they wanted to have a data center there.
Yeah.
For AI.
Of course.
And his lovely wife, great woman, wanted to write a letter about why they shouldn't have an AI data center there. So to do so, referred to ChatGPT to not have the data center there. So, it's just ruling all of our lives in one way or another, whether we want it to or not. It's disgusting.
Yeah. It's happening. It's all fucking happening. It's bullshit. Sorry, I need to send the text real quick.
I will definitely say, though, that I don't think that I can handle an AI Lilli because that seems terrible. Terrible.
In what way?
I mean, in a way that I'm trying
to determine if I should be offended by that or not.
I don't think AI Lilli would fumble over words and then have a laugh of it. AI can't have a laugh. Meanwhile, you can have it. You can have a laugh.
AI can't have a little key.
No,
can't do a little key on an AI.
So
it's a very human thing.
That's lost immediately.
Yeah, I'll take that. I will allow the human spark.
Right. The syndrome. Of being human, yes.
Yeah, the condition. The song's lyrics, it's an emo power ballad. So again, Gerard Way hates emo, but we're calling it an emo power ballad.
Yeah.
Focusing on the patient, the main protagonist, as he breaks up with his lover. Written by all 5 of the band members and produced by them alongside Rob Cavallo. It was one of the first songs created for the album. The song's music video was directed by Mark Webb, filmed entirely in black and white. The Let's see here. Let's read some more.
I guess I forgot Mark Webb was like a music video guy before The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about how funny it is that that a man named Mark Webb directed a Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, right. They're not good ones, but they are great for a guy with the last name of Webb.
They're not the best. I think like out of if we're looking at the Tobey Maguire trilogy, the Andrew Garfield duology, and the Tom Holland trilogy, now quadrology coming up this year. Definitely the worst of the three. I still think they're fun movies.
I think they're enjoyable.
They did a lot of fucking weird shit with 2, but the first one was pretty fucking good.
I mean, Paul Giamatti Rhino is just right there.
True, he's right there. Let's see here. At the time, around their touring for 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, they wrote and recorded demos for several songs in their tour bus's makeshift studio. Lead singer Gerard Way referred to these demo recordings as Revenge Part 2, a side project the band that she had no plans of releasing. Among these several demos was an early version of I Don't Love You. In 2006, the band went to SIR Studios in New York to begin writing the next studio album. I Don't Love You was selected as one of 3 songs that they carried over from their bus demos. The song was among the first from the album to be finalized and was inspired by Creedence Clearwater Revival single Have You Ever Seen the Rain?
What the fuck?
But listen, now that you see that written out, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
See it. All 5 band members are credited with writing the song. An early version of the song was shown on the band's 2006 DVD Life on the Murder Scene. It's 3 minutes and 58 seconds long. Starts with an opening guitar riff that David Fricke of Rolling Stone compared it to the works of the Buzzcocks and Iron Maiden. In addition, the song contains guitar solos played by Ray Toro. Multiple critics compared the song to Coldplay's single Yellow, and the New York Times...
I hate that. I hate that.
And the New York Times likened the song to the Smiths' Please, Please, Please Let Me Get What I Want. NME compared it to Boulevard of Broken Dreams, as well as the works of the band Keane. Lyrically, the song revolves around the patient as he realizes his relationship is certain to end as he nears his death. Eventually, he begins pressuring his loved one to admit that she doesn't love him anymore. The track has multiple instances of Way yelling, "Baby, get out." Saudi and Chloe Spinks of Gigwise referred to it as an anti-love song, while Ryan Domble of Pitchfork interpreted it as one about an abusive relationship.
Interesting.
Ryan Domble, we'll go back to, we're going down the critical reception now, and we'll kind of probably repeat some stuff here, but Ryan Domble of Pitchfork called it I Don't Love You the band's first proper power ballad, containing everything they believed a ballad should have and evoking the style of older ballads such as Yellow. I still like that.
No.
Ariana Backley of Entertainment Weekly called it a breakup anthem for the ages, with the added emotional weight of the patient's impending death in the song. She also wrote that the song was the departure from My Chemical Romance's usual sound, using it as an opportunity to prove their versatility. Chloe Spinks of Gigwise called it a powerful ballad that wasn't soppy or malleable. Marianne Eloise of Louder described it as one of the more simple songs from the Black Parade and a sob-inducing examination of true heartbreak, both within and outside of the context of the Black Parade story. Margaret Farrell of Stereo Gum and Taylor Weatherby of Billboard both highlighted Wade's vocal performance, and the former calling it bitter and resentful. In the retrospective rankings of My Chemical Romance discography, Farrell ranked it as the band's 7th best song, while Eloise and Billboard ranked it 8th. Writing for Pop Matters, Andy Belt ranked it as the band's 13th best song, and Spinks ranked it 19th. Cassie Witt and Jake Richardson of Loudwire ranked it 56th. Jesus. Weatherby called it one of the band's most underrated singles.
I'd at least agree with the last statement. I don't understand all of the comparisons to Yellow.
I don't either. Maybe I need to give me one second. Maybe I need to give Yellow a brief little tickle in there. I see Have You Ever Seen the Rain way more than I see Yellow. Hold on.
God damn it.
Let me just give it. Let me just let let Yellow kind of twinkle in the ears here a little bit as soon as I break past this ad because I'm logged into the Sad Kids Records Society.
Like, I guess Yellow has guitar, which is great, but if that's the only through line for this comparison,
I hear it. The guitar, I hear it. Unfortunately, I do hear it. The guitar, it's very
right.
Like my brain just shut off.
I wasn't expecting Chris Martin versus Guard comparisons here today, but
I will say I think Ray and the drums and Bob's drums and like the instrumentation of it does make it way more. I think because it sounds way more like a rock song, like a rock ballad, whereas Yellow is more like a pop ballad. But I think I do hear in the guitars, I do hear like a very similar line. So I'm gonna give the critics the win on that one. That does I do hear that. Yeah, interesting. Okay. On the charts, not quite as long as last week's, but it did chart in several places. The aria for Australia peaked at 64. Czech Republic's Airplay CNS EP peaked at 37. Billboard's Hot 100 singles in Europe peaked at 35. The Germany's GFK peaked at 89. Ireland's Irma peaked at 27. Scotland singles OCC, can't say it on this one because Scotland is not written.
Scotland
Peaked at 3. The UK singles OCC,
you know me,
peaked at 13, and the UK Airplay Music Week peaked at 15. 2007, that was. In 2025, Malaysia again, so they're just bumping Black Parade.
Loving it. No shit.
Guess. In 2025, the Malaysia EP, it peaked at 5, and the Malaysia International Room. We say it so much in this the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry. Very important. You say phonographic and not anything else. It's an organization that represents the interests of the recording industry worldwide. Nonprofit members organization registered in Switzerland, operates a secretariat based in London with regional offices in Brussels, Hong Kong, Miami, Abu Dhabi, Singapore, and Nairobi. Okay. So I
love that the word federation has been ruined for me by like Star Wars.
Yeah, the Trade Federation.
The Trade Federation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hate
it. The Fade Federation. Yeah. Canada, Music Canada, it's certified platinum with 80,000 units. New Zealand's RMNZ certified gold with 15,000 units. The United Kingdom BPI certified gold 400,000 units. And of course, the United States RIAA. Is anybody there? Can you hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me because fuck the RIAA. Platinum with 1 million units.
I hope people see this on the video. It's astounding to me, really, that this doesn't have a spot just on the 2007 charts.
I'm the one that coughs. What are you doing?
Yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, that is interesting. Like on the US
charting.
I hate to do it, but let me look at the fandom.
I mean, what were there better breakup songs that year?
I don't know.
I mean, Fuck You by Iman was like a decade earlier.
Yeah, not according to the fucking Wikipedia page.
Wow. All right.
Hold on a second. Let me look something. Let me look something. I'm unfortunately reading the fandom page.
Oh, terrible.
And
you're in hell.
I know. Well, especially because I have two browsers. One I use for recording because my normal browser doesn't support the program we use to record. Yeah. So I use the browser that we record in to then look at all the stuff for the show.
Sure.
But I don't have any of my ad block stuff plugged into there yet. So I go to fandom and it's just fucking website fucking.
Right. How about 17 videos on screen at once? You can't skip any of them.
And it's just like, I regularly do, unfortunately, have to. I use fandom because I'm a fucking dork that loves Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and Space Sheriff Gavan, Metal Heroes.
Sure.
Japanese tokusatsu shows, if you will. And most of the information for those is on fandom.
Yeah. I mean, where else can an otaku go?
True. Anyway, so that's all the charts. I'm trying to also come up with like more creative RAA, fuck the RAA bits. So that's kind of as we move swiftly along to the credits, we've got, it was released on October 23rd, 2006, produced by My Chemical Romance and Rob Cavallo. Writers, Bob Breyer. Wow. Ray Toro, Mikey Way, Frankie Arrow, and Guard. And in case you weren't aware, just so you know, that's My Chemical Romance. Mastered at Sterling Sound, mixed at Resonate Music, label Reprise Records, background vocals, Frankie Arrow and Ray Toro, rhythm guitar, Frankie Arrow, percussion, Bob Breyer, bass guitar, Mikey Way, lead vocals, Guard, mixing engineer, Chris Lord Alge, engineer, Doug McKean. We've got a much shorter list, so I'll read through them. Songs that sampled, I Don't Love You. We've got Change Larshed remix by Raw in the Void and Letting Go to Self by Lone City.
Hell yeah. All right.
Songs that interpret I Don't Love You, Lava Flows Through by Quentin Lovejoy, who is the Minecraft guy. Okay, I need to do this. This one. Well, I need gold. I gotta pick and leave behind my base. Maybe when I get back, I can build a beacon up to space. But after all these mobs that come and go, I've set my difficulty to peaceful. Now all I do is mine out. Yeah, mine out every vein. Wouldn't you know, I just went right up in flames. Lava flows through every lake, every cave.
Oh,
Thank
Jesus
you for
Christ.
Your service. I'm obsessed with this. Thank you for your service, Quentin Lovejoy.
So fucked.
It's so fucking good. We've also got I Don't Love You covers by Emmy Jones featuring Train Nobles, featured by Outline and Color, by Honey Gentry, by Arm's Length, and then the rock sound cover by Moose Blood for that cover.
Moose Blood.
My Chemical Romance. We've got Spanish translation. We've got a Portuguese translation. We've got a French translation. What do we got for genres?
Them their tags be rock, alternative, concept album, power ballad, parentheses, rock. USA, in English, glam rock, ballad, emo, alternative rock.
The way that you said that reminded me of my favorite pronouns joke. Can I tell you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do a lot of non-binary people decide to be prospectors?
Fuck. Why?
Because there's gold in them there hills.
God damn it. God damn it.
The only genre on Wikipedia is emo. Some comments here. My inner emo senses are tingling. Cried many times to the song. Yeah, beautiful song. It trickles goosebumps back my spine. The emotion, fuck, it's beautiful. I'll read that again because I didn't make a single mistake. But just for the benefit of the crowd and the people watching at home, it trickles goosebumps back my spine. The emotion, fuck, it's beautiful.
I love it. I love it.
Best band in English.
Yeah. I listened to a podcast called, and we'll have to maybe censor this for the dear children listeners. I listened to a podcast called Girls on Porn.
Fuck yeah.
That is two women.
I haven't listened to it, but I've heard of them.
That is two women that just episode by episode go over a genre of porn that there is. It is hilarious. And one of them...
Have they done transgender porn?
I don't know, actually. I will have to look.
That is a whole fucking... I could spend an entire podcast... I should get in touch with them because listen.
Exactly.
I could write a fucking dissertation on how fucked up the world of transgender porn and the intersection of transgender porn and conservative interests are.
Yep.
You know.
They do a section on the podcast that's called the Search Showdown. So they basically search for the genre and they list the most random titles of the videos that they can find. Mm-hmm. So it trickles goosebumps back my spine. The emotion, fuck, it's beautiful, is essentially like the level of what they would find of random titles on these porn websites like Pornhub and all that. And it is sometimes the most hilarious shit.
Yeah, I bet. Fucking, we think some of these comments are unhinged. Some of the comments on fucking porn website videos are just some of the most unhinged weird shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. But
yeah, that's
neither here nor there. I do want to read this last one here. Who else used this song for an emo breakup? Lotus's ex, apparently.
Lotus's ex, yeah. I mean,
I did, and he cried. I kept my blank face as the song played. It's hard not to cry when listening to this song, official video or not. It's still sad.
That's like criminal behavior.
That is
to have them listen to this and stay straight faced.
That's another level to what happened to Lotus, where like they got the song sent to them and that was the way they broke up. This person listened to the song with their ex-boyfriend while they were sitting in the same room, and while he cried, this was them.
Yeah.
And it's so hard not to cry. It's hard not to cry when listening to this song. No, that's not what it said. It's hard. I'm going to read this again, verbatim. It's hard not to cry when listening to this song, official video or no. It's still sad. It's still sad.
Still sad. Probably to this day, still sad.
It trickles goosebumps back my spine. The emotion, fuck, it's beautiful.
That is such wording. I love it.
Incredible stuff here today. Yeah, I mean, here we are.
Yeah.
So we'll start
Truly
here.
To the meat.
Truly to the meat. We'll start here with verse 1, and there is an actual note with a quote from Gerard before we even get into the lyrics. I don't love you. This is Guard saying, I don't love you was a commentary on the band and how some people feel about us. We wanted to say, you may hate us, but we're still here. We wanted to say, here we are and we're better. Here we are and we're more daring and defiant than ever. So, I'm probably not going to analyze this from a perspective of the band, but if you would like to, you can listen to it and with the glasses on of the band was saying we're here and we're better and we're more daring and defiant than ever. So there's a veneer on this song of that on top of the other stuff. Verse 1 starts, well, when you go, don't ever think I'll make you try to stay. And maybe when you get back, I'll be off to find another way. which is just like kind of a heartbreaking way to start the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it's already starting off from a place of defiance, of heartache, of like, it very much seems like this person trying to, again, like the idea is that like now the patient here is about to like knows he's going to die. And so maybe he's trying to push her away and like give her, fight with her and like convince her to like be the one that does it. Right.
Yeah.
And so this feels like that defiant, like, I don't need you moment, right? Where he's just like fucking, just being fucking asshole.
Yeah, kind of as if we hadn't covered this aspect of the character before, the patient. But this is much worse. This is no longer saying, no, I won't talk about me. I won't let you fix me. I won't let you save me. This is just go. Like, I have said I'm done. It's done. We're done. Go. Like, it's such a sad opening to a damn song.
It's a really sad opening. And then on top of it all, it's like it's then layered with like this instrumentation where they're just, and again, it is a ballad, right? So the guitars aren't like super heavy. You're not getting like, and there's some fucking ripping solos in this song, by the way. There's like, it does get like, you do get the My Chemical Romance of it all, but it's just like, it doesn't start out that way. And again, as we start this album, so you are leading into this album from 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, right? And then you get The End, and then you get Dead, and then you get How I Despair and Sharpest Lives, and you get the fucking Welcome to the Black Parade. And then you're just like, what the fuck could be next? And then this fucking gentle, like, and it's just like, it's simple, but it's powerful. And it's just like, this is not what I expected out of not only just My Chemical Romance, but the fuck I just heard at the beginning of the first 5 songs of this album. It's very different. So it's like this whole thing, right? And then you get these lyrics. So you've got this like undercut of like this like very ballady, almost off brand of what you expected, and you're getting lyrics with it too. It's like, damn, okay.
Like, it pisses me off now that we've heard the words, or like the word yellow in Coldplay, where it's like, now as I listen back to it, it's like, yeah, I get that. And it is that shift that you've talked about, but it is still some of the most raw emotional stuff that we have heard, but in a very different sound. I don't know. This song makes me uncomfortable in different ways than other songs on this album have made me uncomfortable so far.
Yeah, that's fair. But also, I don't want it to be understated too, is that like when you're hearing there, it's not like when you hear Yellow, I'm thinking more about the instrumentation of it, because we're not getting Chris Martin singing here. This is still fucking Guard, right?
Yeah.
I'll be off to find another way. So he's still like flourishing like Gerard, right?
Oh,
it's like this is Gerard way. This is My Chemical Romance. And if you had any doubt about that, just fucking listen to this man sing, right?
Yeah, but like you said, like there's the guitars, you've got the drum, like it's all there to play into that. But oh my God, if you were to just have the gray side, like the other side of that same coin, this is what you have. And it is ultimately so much more heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, then like immediately after this first verse, we get into the pre-chorus, which is Gerard is singing his fucking Gerardiest wayest, right? And the guitars pick, like the music picks up, and after all, and you get that heavy, and it does remind you that this is a rock band, right? So you do eventually get the heavy. And after all this time that you still owe, and again, you get the heavy, and this is where you're like, oh, this is absolutely My Chemical Romance we're listening to right now. And after all this time that you still owe, you're still a good for nothing, I don't know. So take your gloves and get out. Better get out. I love that. I love that flourish. Right?
Yeah.
while you can. Holy shit, man.
No shit. Like at this point, this doesn't even sound like relationship saving. This sounds like life saving for you to get out. Like, get the fuck out.
And I also almost wonder too, like, who is saying this? Is it the patient, or is he like goaded his lover or his person into finally needling him enough to be this?
Maybe. Yeah.
It could be either way, because it could just be him just like fucking like being extra bullshit and like calling somebody a good for nothing. Like the reason why I asked that question is that you're still a good for nothing. I don't know.
Right.
And I'd be curious here because in Genius, and I can't like run to my closet and get Black Parade to look at the fucking liner notes right now.
Sure.
The way that Genius has it listed is you're still a good for nothing, comma, I don't know. Which then indicates to me that there is like some... We do it a lot. I do it a lot on this podcast, but like when you're in the middle of a thought and you say something and you end it with like, oh, I don't know. Like, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, like this thing. And it feels like maybe it was him saying this thing where he said it and then he stops himself because maybe he realized that was too far.
Right.
So
yeah, like you imagine that he's just going to be like, you're still good for nothing. Like, or like if it's the other side that you're still good for nothing. Like kind of things like that. But like, yeah, that comma is fucking doing work.
Yeah. And I think the reason why I've fully changed my position to firmly be that it's him still singing, because like the way that better get out while you can, right? Yeah. Get out while I'm not a burden on you yet.
Right.
You know, because it's kind of, maybe this is like the beginning of like his sickness where he realized he was going to die and all this other stuff. He's like, I'm going to become a problem. It's just like, I have to like snip my tethers and just better get out while you can, because I'm going to be a fucking problem. I identify as a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
even though like it already seemed like he definitely identified. Can't stop coughing. He already identified as a problem.
Yeah.
But now this is more of like, it doesn't feel like giving permission, but it's more of like doing a service on behalf of him at this point. Like, you need to go. Meanwhile, a couple songs ago, it was like, you don't want to know what the fuck I have done. So the patient's a very interesting character.
Extremely interesting character. Yeah.
I mean, because like the other fun of this album is you can, like we said in the beginning of the album, like you can listen to this and have no fucking idea that this is about anybody or it's an album about somebody. So to get here, it's like, yeah, no, this is a great song, strong ballad, does what it needs to do. But now to look at it in the context of the patient, this guy fucking sucks.
So this is all happening, but then we get the chorus, which is where the guitars and the drums and like the instruments, like this is the hardest they go in the entire song, aside from the solo later. When you go, would you even turn to say, I don't love you like I did yesterday? Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. And I'm just down here in the fucking dirt. God. That hits like a fucking semi-truck, dude.
Yeah, it's rough. And it's like the progression of this chorus throughout the song is also probably the worst part about listening to this song. In a complimentary, right? Like that's the point of the song. But the pain behind I don't love you like I did yesterday just gets so much fucking worse. which is like Dear Genius commenter, how did you look somebody in the face and not cry while this song is playing? Because holy shit.
Yeah.
That sentence alone is...
It's fucking rough. Man.
It's rough. Like, I don't know what to do with that. Because, right, like in this house, we had recent breakup, and it's like, I get that, like, you don't love him like you did yesterday, like, just do a little bit more things, try all the things, get more effort, blah, 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 blah. And then you grow up and you're an adult and you've done all those things and you find out, like, I don't love you like I did yesterday. And if it's that detrimental that you say it out loud, oof.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, it's a lot, man. And again, too, it also, like, ties back into that where he's just trying his fucking best to convince, and it's just like, because he's putting those words into her mouth, right? Because it's not her saying it, it's him saying it. And it's him asking, would you even, like, give me the satisfaction of making me feel like I've succeeded in pushing you away? Like, would you even bother to do that? Like, it's just he's trying so hard to, like, make her into this villain that has left him behind because he wants to just be able to let everything go and not have to worry about the world because he just wants, that's the way he's going to deal with it. But she's just, like, not giving him that because she doesn't feel that way necessarily.
Right.
This whole thing.
Well, it's like the same level of manipulation that we saw where he's trying to push the burden off on somebody else. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't say it, it's fine. He can get away with it. Yeah. If somebody else says it, then hey, it's out there. It was them that said it. It wasn't me. It's not my fault. Yep. Shit.
So we get to verse 2. And this is where it kind of gets a little even more twisted. Where sometimes I cry so hard from pleading, so sick and tired of all the needless beating. But baby, when they knock you down and out is where you ought to stay. There's a lot there. That's a lot, right? Yeah. It's kind of like brutal.
It's like the way that he also staccatos down and out.
Yeah. Knock you down and out. It's almost like he's running past the microphone. Yeah. They knock you down and out. Like it's just kind of like zooming Adderall style. You know what I mean?
Fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. Look at my fucking light up sneakers, boy.
Yeah, it's fucking rough.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. Who's beaten down here? Like, who is the one?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's some merit to it being both of them. Right?
Both, yeah, for sure.
Like, he's pleading with her to, like, leave him. She's pleading with him to just be reasonable.
Right.
Like, all the needless beating. It's just like, honestly, the way that I read needless beating, like I read that as like her in a more, I don't necessarily want to. I mean, like it could be physical, it could be emotional, like the beat downs that she faces. For him, what is this doing? It's beating, and he's calling that needless because he knows he's going to die. Like I'm tired of just living. And then it kind of ties back when they knock you down and out. It's where you ought to stay. Where it's just like both of them are just like, you know, she should have just stayed down and like called it quits. You know,
right.
He's done dealing with this disease and he should just stay down and dead and just give up. Right? Yeah. So I think there's like some fucking dancing shit happening
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. For both of them.
I fuck with that.
And it's that one. That's pretty interesting. That's like a pretty twisted line that could apply to both of them.
Yeah,
because it's them like talking to themselves. I think.
Right. Yeah, these aren't necessarily things that you say to other people. I mean, if it's physical, you do for sure. If it's emotional, then you might find a different way to like express this. But I mean, it is the most true path to get through what the hell you want to say. So. I do like the heart aspect of it too. That's nice.
When we get to the pre-chorus, which has changed, right? And after all the blood that you still owe, another dollar's just another blow. So fix your eyes and get up. Better get up while you can. Wow. Wow. Oh, God. He's just doing the fucking thing with this song, singing it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And not to like glean past the better get up, like his little flourish behind that, because it's taunting in a way that makes this all feel a little bit more haunting, really, because it's like you don't necessarily speak like that to people, but when you want them to maybe understand the point that you're trying to make, you throw a little bit behind it, and it's just like, again, get out, like go.
And it just ties to, it's like, well, again, so fix your eyes and get up as well, where it's just like, stop fucking crying,
right?
Get up and keep moving. Because again, it's one of those things where it's just like, all the blood that you still owe is very like, you're fucking in it, you know.
Yeah.
You still need to put so much more into this before you can even possibly think of giving up. Another dollar's just another blow. And again, like if I'm thinking about like cancer treatment. Yeah.
Right.
You know, like this is costing so much, and you know, you're spending physical money, you're spending emotional currency on dealing with this, and it's just another fucking beating. But you have to just fucking get up, and if you can't give up, you got to get up and move on while you can. You know what I mean? Better get up while you can. Better fix it while you can. Better do all this.
Right.
Like while you have the time left, just fucking fix it and go.
Yeah. God damn, this song's rough.
It's a rough fucking song. Parentheses complimentary.
Yeah.
So you get the chorus again, and then the post-chorus is him, well, come on, and then you get Ray's fucking shred.
Yes.
Oh, God, it just fucking... He's so good.
Yes.
He's so good. Ray fucking Toro. Everybody, listen. Can we have an applause break for Ray Toro? Wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, take a stop for a second. Just give Ray Toro.
You're changing somebody's oil. Just stop it.
Yeah, if you're fucking performing life-saving cancer surgery, just stop.
Quit
I was on brand. Just stop doing that and give Ray Toro a bit of applause.
This would also probably be the worst album to listen to while doing that, and then the inspiration of the podcast that follows it. Terrible. You should find another line of work.
Awful. Bad.
The return to the bridge is incredibly heartbreaking. Yeah. When you go, would you have the guts to say, I don't love you?
No. Like, I need to stop you.
Yeah, no, dude.
Guts. Ugh.
Like, God damn. It... Like at that point, it's competition. Mm-hmm. Like you are just egging this on. You want this person so badly. And it is the grit in your teeth that drives the point. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Because, and the other thing another thing worth knowing is that it slows the fuck down.
Yeah.
The music, aside from like some like light keyboard, everything drops out, and he just, when you go, would you have the guts? And he like emphasizes guts. I don't love you like I loved you yester, and then everything comes punching back in on day. I don't love you like I loved you, and he's just, day, I don't love you like I loved you yesterday. Song over. And it's like,
yeah.
And your fucking whole soul heart has been ripped to shreds. It's just like,
right.
Fuck, man. Like, come on.
You would have nothing to be sad about on any given day and hear this song and you would feel terrible.
Yeah.
You would be reminded of every bad thing that's ever happened in your life. That bridge is fucking a load-bearing wall.
Yeah. And again, and the
it's
other thing
two lines.
It's too, well, the thing is like the bridge is just like the chorus with like a tweak to it. But the way that it just drops out, and it's just like it just changing like the bit from even turn to say to would you have the guts to say?
Yes.
It creates this emotional tether to the rest of it where it's just like at this point he's like desperate.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it like the egging on and like the goading and the poking and stuff like that. And it's just like, shit, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And then it just ends with that huge gut punch of like the day surging back into it and like the way that it ends.
It really twists the song in a way that if you hadn't already anticipated it, then here's your sign. Like here it is painted in red, all capital letters. Like this character was just manipulating the entire time, still waiting for the words that he wanted to hear come out. Fuck, this song is a lot.
A lot. Yeah. Fuck, man. So I don't know how to move on from this. Let's move on to the music video. Let's talk about the music video. Because the music video is also very phenomenal. I think we do have I think there is a discussion potentially to be had about blackface.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
But I'll let it pass. I'll let it slide for this one. So anyway, we go here. The music video for I Don't Love You is directed by Mark Webb and shot entirely in black and white. The first part of the video focuses on two lovers in an abstract world where their relationship ends with the two physically breaking apart into pieces and the female lover crying blood. The second part cuts between shots of the band performing, their instruments exploding. The video was the first one for the Black Parade that was directed by Webb. The records for CD videos were directed by Samuel Bayer. Fun fact: so the lovers were played by the woman was played by Cassandra Church. The man was played by Colton Haynes, who, if you don't know who Colton Haynes is, the place that I knew him from, where I've seen Colton Haynes and did not realize this was the same person, was Arrow.
Okay.
You watched the CW Arrow show. He was Roy. The Red Arsenal. He played Arsenal. He's Roy.
Damn.
Also, queer in the queer community. He's gay. And we love that for him.
And Teen Wolf. Lovely.
He was in Teen Wolf the movie. He was in the Industry Baby video. That's right. Because we Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow, the song Industry Baby.
Oh, yeah.
We were at this place called Mikey Ways. No. This pizza place called Mikey's Late Night Slice that just opened up in Dayton at the beginning of the year. And we were there with some friends and they play music videos and music, and that song was on. I was watching the video and it's a very, very homoerotic music video because Lil Nas X, X, of course, but he plays these head of security in that video. And I was wondering, oh, I know who that is. My brain was not connecting it. So Colton Haynes, that's who that is. Also Cassandra Church, I don't know her from anything. It says she's camera and electrical department, so I think she might be more of a background person that got pulled in for this music video. But she's been in a couple of things, like bit parts, I think. But biggest eyes you've ever seen in your life, man.
No shit.
Even like, it's very clear that some of those shots, a lot of those shots were edited to make them look bigger, but
right.
like, even without that, it's very clear that she has huge
Big
fucking
eyes.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Colton painted like black, wearing black clothes. Cassandra painted white, wearing white clothes, and they're just like having these like really like emotional, kind of tender moments like together in like the park and some other places. Interspersed with the band playing and Gerard singing and Gerard making some of the weirdest fucking facial expressions.
Oh yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
like twitching and like making like weird faces. There is a period where like there's like a slow motion shot of the entire band like performing, and it flips into slow motion as they're like doing this thing, and he like flips the microphone and he's just like like some of the just watch this video and try and remove the emotion from it and just watch Gerard's face throughout it, and it becomes like,
hey,
like
I found it.
Mute the song and like just watch him and it becomes a comedy and not a tragedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of like really incredible shots of like the instruments exploding. Frank at one point like chucks a guitar and it's kind of like spinning in slow motion while he's holding his hands out like this, and it shatters like glass in front of him and everything like kind of fades out.
I think the reason that maybe, and I'm the worst person to talk on this, I think the reason that blackface can be forgiven here is because it's not serving a purpose here aside from color composition.
It's to tie into the black and white theme and not him being like specifically.
Yeah, he's not a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Yeah, like we're not doing that.
I'll buy that for $1. I'll let it slide, white man.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, there is one point where like there's a shot of them standing on a hill together, and they both crumble into dust, like of the color that they are, and like to the ground. Like it's really striking. And there's another scene of her just like, again, stark white the entire thing. There's like also a couple of shots of like the band like falling as well, like the members of the band individually falling from somewhere. But again, there's a shot of her like looking up and just like getting complete coated in like this black paint. I would assume it kind of looks like fucking covered in blood in a lot of ways. And it's really fucking striking to see. Like, again, she's just been, it's this black, it's filmed in black and white. The color composition for most of the video has been primarily white, right? And he's this big contrast against the backdrop, and it flips when the band is playing, like that, those scenes where the band is playing, it's like more dark room. So
yeah, it's like a grayscale.
Yeah, so the scenes where it's her and him, it's more white with like him being the contrast, and then back to the band, it's more black with like a little bit of white for contrast in there. And just to see this person who has just been completely white, pure white as snow, get covered in this black, like blood or essentially, or whatever it is like incredibly striking. It really is. But yeah, it's just a really, it's a really, really good video. Very again, striking. Like, you say it enough and it loses all meaning, but like it's kind of the best word to describe it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean it's a video of just opposites. The juxtaposition wig is really good here in this episode. So it's weird to say that it's a pleasant video, but it's calm. It's a calmish video until it pops.
Yeah, it's kind of calm. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm just like looking at the beginning of the video to like look at some of my favorite Gerard Way facial expressions. That really is Colton Haynes. That first shot of his face close up, it's very much like undeniable. That's it. The chin. It's the chin. He's got such a strong chin. Yeah. And Frank's in here wearing that leather jacket, which I'm sure really set off a bunch of people, in a not biblical way. For sure. I'll read this little bit here. Anna Pickard, writing for The Guardian, called it a sad video where neither story wins the heart of his or her quarry. Aliyah Chaudhry of Kerrang ranked it as the eighth best music video, calling it a concept-driven masterpiece that used black and white color scheme as abiding by the Black Parade's color scheme while also creating a powerful tribute to classic cinema. Alternative Press ranked it as their 11th best music video, calling it a proper tearjerker that went alongside the ultimate emo heartbreak anthem. So,
yeah. Fuck with that. Yep.
Do you have any final things to say about I Don't Love You before we move on to our next segment?
No, I think share this song with friends with caution or anybody with caution. Yeah. If you are dating, maybe don't share this song with that person.
Maybe don't. Yeah, maybe don't text this song to your person you want to break up with. Maybe don't listen to it in the room with them while they sob and you look like a fucking psychopath.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I think if there's one room that I didn't want to be in, it's definitely that room.
I don't want to be in the room where it happens. The room where it happens. Well, here's what I'll say then. One last little bit of word for you before we move on to our next section. And that is immortal. Immortal words from Abhay Juggernaut. It trickles goosebumps back my spine, the emotion, fuck, it's beautiful. And if that isn't the best way to describe this fucking song, then I don't know what is. Soundsystem!
Soundsystem gonna bring me back alright. More thing that I can't even know.
God, that's the best comment ever on anything.
It's incredible. So before we descend into whatever fucking chaos you have prepared for me, I'd like to talk about my Soundsystem song, which is the song Float by Harbor, which in direct contrast of the theme of this episode is kind of a romantic song. It's very much like I'm in love and I'm happy and everything is like there's lines in here. Like I'll just read this little part because I like reading the lyrics of my songs because to really emphasize like what they're about. Everything I want to tell you, I don't think I have the words right now, but everything that makes me feel alive, I swear you make me feel somehow.
Hell yeah.
And if that isn't the direct antithesis to I Don't Love You, then I don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah. Right.
But it's this very like dreamy, poppy like feel, and it kind of like, and it's called Float, but legitimately for like a lot of the song, it is very much like gentle guitars and like you kind of like floating through it, and like as it gets to like the hooks and stuff, the guitars get a little bit bigger, but it's not like overwhelming or too heavy. And then there's a part towards the end, and I love this part because it builds into this thing where it's like the chorus is happening and everything like that. There's this part towards the end. It says, feels good. It's a heavy copacetic. God knows that I'm never going to let it slip because baby, I'm not blind. A love like this is hard to find. And it's just this like, I'm feeling sappy too because we're still recording it when we talked about my fucking anniversary or my wedding anniversary. Right. So I'm feeling really like sappy, lovey-dovey. But that's when there's like this part where it like drops out and he's just like he kind of like freestyles it a little bit where it kind of drops out. And then you get like the guitar is like feels good, and it finally like him like singing louder. And again, it's not like rock, it's not like heavy, but it's like it's heavy for the song. And I don't know, it's just a really beautiful song, and I've really liked it a lot. That album it's from this album called Thoughts on Letting Go, and great album, but Float is one of my favorite songs on there. I'll also recommend Radiate. That's another really great song from that album. Also, the intro track, it's called To Find Yourself. And it's really short. It's 58 seconds long. In the world that we operate in, like, I would say we wouldn't rank it because it's so short.
Right.
But it's just this, he sings it with this like almost like vocoder on his voice and this like digital distortion. And it's just got the lyrics are born not to decay, tried and dried, refrain, enclosed within a slender cage with dreams to soon escape. And it's just this like really like poetic, flowery, like set the stage. And then you get Radiate comes in and it's just this like plucky, like it's just like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but it's really good. Really good album. But Float is officially my song. So if you would like a counter for the depression that I don't love,
probably need one.
Listen to Float by Harbor, please. So please check that out.
Hell yeah.
What do you got? This fuck ass song.
Well,
what's going on here?
Yeah, no, I think I pulled a fast one on you and the listeners.
Yeah. Explain that.
So I've been playing a lot. I am going to claw out your eyes and drown you to death.
Okay.
By Scylla and the Sirens.
Okay. Oh, it's from Hades.
It's from Hades 2.
Hades 2.
So it did come out last year, so I'm still good.
Yeah. I have really quick
yeah.
video game hour. I haven't played it yet. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. I liked Hades. Do you like Hades 2?
I like Hades 2 a lot more than I like Hades 1 for some reason.
Hades 2 nuts fit in your mouth all right, or?
These two nuts do fit in the mouth. Yeah.
Sorry. I had to do it.
Yeah, you had to. You know, it's built in the same structure, right? Like you go down level by level. So the second level is you're basically fighting your way into the underworld and you find yourself in what is essentially sewers. Mm-hmm. And the final boss is Scylla and the Sirens, and they are a band and they play music. And during the boss fight, it is this song or a couple others that play over it. Mm-hmm. And it just gave like that Alan Wake 2 Old Gods of Asgard kind of thing.
Okay.
Where it's like you're really going for a thing here with like Heralds of Darkness kind of song making. The song itself is good. Like it's funny. It is a great, like, hey, this was made by somebody who lives underwater and was trying to sink Odysseus's ship, kind of shit. But it's a great rock song. Like, it is a solid rock song. I think the voice that she has is really good. The instrumentation is great. And all the while, like, you're just fighting her as a boss while she's actively performing this song. Insofar as she lives in a clamshell, and when the clamshell closes, the song dampens because the singer has closed her shell. But yeah, like I've heard this song so many times because I have done so many fucking runs of Hades 2 that I would have never done in Hades 1. And it's a nice break to the monotony of just original soundtrack music. Like this is actually, you know, all the other songs don't have vocals. All the other songs aren't made like this. I think it's a solid song. It's pretty funny that it just comes from a video game, but like to be what it's trying to do as a solid boss fight song where like your enemy is singing a song that's called I Am Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes and Drown You to Death is pretty fucking solid.
It's honestly kind of metal in a lot of ways. I'm listening to it right now and I'll take it. The voice, like it kind of reminds me a little bit, and maybe my memory is playing up on me and I'm not actually remembering like what they sounded like a lot. It reminds me of the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. Yeah. A little bit in a lot of ways. Which would, if we had recorded this podcast at that time, would have been a very similar fast one. Also, we would be fucking rich for inventing podcasts.
Well, yeah, that's no shit.
So, another universe, I suppose. Thank you for listening to Sad Kids Record Society for this week.
Yeah.
We next time we listen, I'm not gonna, as you're listening to this, I'm not gonna promise that there's going to be an episode next week. We may need to like take a break week.
Sure.
But so I don't really know yet. But because obviously I'm recording this, we're recording this a long time before then, the Void Month as we've been calling it. But we will see. So if you'll get if you don't get told in an emergency broadcast, then
we'll see it.
Expect an episode, but we will do an emergency broadcast if we need to. Again, the next episode also is going to be the first time we're reading brand new comments for basically a month. So send them in. We talked about them in the mailbag, but I'll say email at thediscopod@gmail.com, Sad Kids Record Society on Instagram, your various platforms where you can leave comments, and please review the podcast. Adam, do you have anything you'd like to say? This is the last time we're going to talk like this.
No, I know. Yeah.
In many weeks. So if you have any kind things to say to me, let me know.
I mean, also I do.
Just really quick, I just do want to say, because we do seem to be recording, we do seem to record on days that mean a lot to me. So as we're recording this, it is also Lesbian Visibility Day.
There you go.
So much like Trans Day of Visibility, I do need to know what you got me for the day today.
I guess I'll have to order you like a pizza. I'm not going to give you 7 Brew. That's like a risk.
Adam, if you legitimately would like to order me pizza tonight, I would happily accept that. So you just let me know. We'll talk off mic. That would be enough. Right. That would be enough. That would also make up for Trans Day of Visibility, where all you got me was you. So,
it's weird too, thinking of the timing, because when we come back to record, I will likely have a kid that graduated.
Yeah,
and that sounds
when's
terrifying.
Graduation
the 17th of May 17th. Yeah. So we'll be back like after that, and I'll be a different person, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
You want people to comment and mail in. Let us know if we missed a point of Welcome to the Black Parade that you think is like right there and we just didn't linger on it enough. Because I mean, I know that different lines of that song are significant to anybody and everybody, but
it'll hit different for everybody.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to come back.
Regardless of when we record when we record the House of Wolves episode, it will be coming out after she graduates. So either way.
Yeah. Right.
So that's kind of crazy.
Ugh, that's weird.
Anyway.
Weird.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
pizza. Out of here.
We'll talk about that pizza.
Got you that Domino's.
Yeah, dude. Get us out of here. You gotta do the thing.
I thought it was your episode. Oh, fuck. It's mine. Did I forget again? I'm going to fuck it up. Give me 1 minute. Let me pop up the pinned message because I don't have it in my fucking brain yet.
Maybe that's your challenge for next time is that
memorizing
you have
the script.
Memorized. Got it memorized?
Probably.
We're in a Kingdom Hearts shirt. Got it memorized, Axel.
But that's not where it is. I declare this meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society closed. Love you, bye.
I love you, bye. God.
Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable? Or was I miserable because I listened to pop music?